Hello YouTube. My name is Stacy. I'm known here as Flighty Rambler, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel today. Hello again, friends. I am so glad to be filming and sharing another video with you. First, I'm just admiring these nails. I think they're super cute. I love the color. I love the glitter. I love it all. And there is a video that'll be linked up in the top right hand corner should you want to go check it out, but this is not a nail video. In fact, it is an icad, a daisy yellow icad and a mixed media icad brought to us by both Tammy and Nina. This is a 61-day challenge for the summer to create art daily on an index card. Nina works with mixed media with her art, as do I, which made it an easy fit for me. And both Tammy and Nina both have Instagrams and YouTubes. They are amazing artists with great content. I highly recommend going over to check them out. I will have links in the description box below. Tammy's been working on this for the past 13 years. She's a wonderful host, and so is Nina. She has been hosting this for the past 3. And here on this website, daisyyellowart.com, Tammy has things like inspiration, information, as well as a prompt list. I am finding Nina's prompts on Instagram. For myself today, it is day 47. And both have colors. So I'm glad that there's some colors. I don't often use traditional artists' colors because I tend to use, fun paints and things like that. In my selection of Jo Sonia's, I do have some gouache in vermilion. So I have that one. Quiacridone Nickel Azo Gold. I don't know. So I am going to try using these colors and to try to duplicate what I think it is, even though I know this is going to be not the best representation of this color, but we're going to see what I can do. Wish me luck. And the whole reason why I thought I would be able to create my color was because of my swatch book. And a few videos ago, I showed that I had updated my swatch book, added a lot of different lines of products, so I had the colors good to look at. And it was pardon. It was looking at the Liquitex Basics colors that I thought I would be able to duplicate what I see on my monitor. I know my monitor isn't the best representation of a color, but I thought this one for sure, that's kind of leaning towards that orangey hue. And we'll see about which one. I mean, it's going to be a guessing game, and then I'll just play with the paints. And here's my substrate for today. These are 5x3 index cards, and I've actually glued 3 together to make it nice and sturdy, which I like. And my first layer on this card is going to be some scribble journaling and mark making. So this is ready for the next layer. I'm going to be adding some modeling paste. In my last video, I did some stenciling with this modeling paste before I used the glaze medium, which was so much fun. I want to go ahead and add a nice layer of this fun pattern all over the card. Almost done using up this tube. So I'll use this spatula. And let's see if we can get some fun texture on this card. well, it's obvious I have some color. I'm gonna leave it. It's just gonna add something. And I like that there's a break in the pattern right here. So I'm gonna let this dry and go ahead and clean off my stencil to get rid of all this pink. All right, so this card is plain. This is paper, this is texture paste, but it isn't sealed and it isn't gessoed. So I thought I'd take some of this matte medium and just seal it. All right, I'll let this continue to cool and dry while I pour out my colors. The first color was vermilion, which I have. I'm told it's an orange red, and my swatch book said as much, and isn't that gorgeous? And it is a gouache, which means it has, well, this gouache anyway, has a velvet matte finish, whereas these acrylic paints by Liquitex are plastic, so I mean, it's going to be shiny, a little shiny. But now I need to refer back to my quiacridone Liquid Azo Gold. I am going to mix it in here. So I have some cadmium red light hue, right? Yeah. And this cadmium orange hue. There's no gold, but I mean, I'm doing what I can here. Oh my goodness. It looks exactly the same. I know there's a bit more of scarlet in there. Like it's more red. Like, what is this one? Perfect. Let's add a dollop of red in there. Yeah. You know, we're just gonna call that the color because I'm afraid of spending too much time mixing it rather than using it. So I think that's gonna work. Sure. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring my card back now. I have two options here. I did use glazing medium in my last video and really liked how that looked. So let me do that. All right. I feel I didn't give myself enough mixing room. I should have used the palette instead of the wells.
But I don't want to thin down the color anyway. Oh, how pretty. Fire.
I really like how this looks, but there's zero white space. So I'm going to bring some in with this white acrylic paint.
That's kind of moody and fun.
I think I'm good with that. That's really fun. It played with both colors. I think I'm gonna add some spots. And then it's time for some black splats. Splats. So fun. I want to do a bit of stamping. I'm going to choose this shape. And this shape. So instead of a stark black, I want to knock it back, and I'll choose to use this really pretty gray. It's called Cloudy Sky. Did it pick up that color? I think it did. Careful there. Nice, that's some interest in the background, but it isn't as dark as pure black. I like that. But for the border, I will be using the black. And there's texture there. So I'm going to put a scuffing of some of the black on the card, but not all of it. That looks like, that's just so much fun. That's so much fun. Here's the card so far. I need a little something down here. I don't want to cover up more because this is about the two colors. All right, I need to find something to put here. Of course, I'm going to reach for these appliques. They are so much fun. I'll be using the Dymo to create my sentiment. And my word for today is nettle. Just sometimes people needle you in a certain way. It just sets you off a little bit. But art journaling is a great outlet, and I'm glad I was able to scribble my thoughts out. So I'm going to put down some Fabrifics. And how are you today, friends? Hope everyone is enjoying the summer. Fires abound. Again, thankfully, knock wood, our smoke hasn't been all that bad yet. of course, the other definition of nettle are those little spiky plants. So I kind of liken that to stepping on one and going, ooh. All right, so this is my card for day 47. The prompts were vermilion, as well as quiacridone, nickel azo gold. And I had vermilion in my wheelhouse, which is this, I might have forgotten which side is which. I believe this is vermilion, and this has more red in it, so it's the quiacridone nickel azo gold duplicate that I tried. It has an orange to red hue with these white and black accents to make the color look even more dimensional. I really enjoyed that very much. I love how this card turned out. Mixing my own color was a bit nerve-wracking, but in the end, it's just my interpretation of such. So I calmed down and got into it after I created this interesting texture. I wonder if the camera is going to pick that up. Fun texture, and I'm learning how to keep my spatula parallel. Instead of dragging it, I'm pulling it very gently over the stencil to give the stencil dimension and clarity. This is probably some of the best stenciling I've done in a while. I would like to thank Tammy and Nina for hosting this fun 61-day challenge. I'll have links to all of that information in the description box below. As well, I will have a link to my Etsy shop if you're interested. I'd like to thank you for your time and attention today. I appreciate that you've, allowed me to share some of your time today. If you would give me that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. And until my next video, bye-bye.